Hi guys, in this video we're going to be looking at number sequences using a spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet I'm going to use is Excel, but this would also work using, for example, numbers on the iPad or the LibreOffice spreadsheet, Calc, or any other spreadsheet. Okay, so um, I've got a blank spreadsheet here, and all I'm going to do is to try to create some simple number sequences. So let's say that I want to count from 1 to 20. I'll type the number 1 into the first cell, and then into the second cell I first of all type an equals sign. Now the equals sign allows me to type any kind of formula, so anything that would work in normal mathematics. In this case what I want to do is add 1 to the cell above it, so I click on the cell above, and then I type a plus symbol, and then I type 1 and press enter, and you can see that the next cell is 2. Okay, let's say I want to count up to 20. So obviously I could type in the same thing again, so I could put equals and then click on the cell above, plus 1 equals 3. This is going to be a really slow and awkward way to count up to 20, but because I've typed in that formula once, there's a much quicker way. I can copy that formula, and then I can paste it all the way down to 20, and then it will give me all of those values. Okay, so this is a really quick way to count. Now there are even quicker ways to count in Excel, but I won't go through those because they might not be exactly the same on your spreadsheet. Okay, so let's have a look at counting a slightly more complicated number sequence. So let's do all of the even numbers. So the first even number is going to be 2. And then into the second cell I put equals, and then click on the first number, plus 2, and then enter. Okay, now again, let's copy that. And then I'm going to do all of the even numbers. Let's go to 20 again. So that means that I'm going to need 10 even numbers. So if I look at the numbers down the side, I can see that I need to go down to here, and then choose paste. And there's my even numbers up to 20. Okay, so we can use these to solve some simple maths problems. For example, let's say that I wanted to know how many times 8 went into 200. Okay, so I'll put 8 first, and then I'm going to put equals, click on the first cell, plus 8. Okay, now copy. Okay, now I'll just go down. Now, obviously I know that 8 is going to go into 225 times, so I'm going to go down to 25 here, and then paste it. Okay, and there's my number sequence. Now, obviously I could have worked that out with division, but I can do other things with this as well. So, for example, if I want to add up all of the multiples of 8 between 8 and 200, then I can do that. I'm going to select all of the numbers, and I also select a little space at the bottom for my total to go in. Now I move over here to auto sum, and I can click the auto sum and get a total. Now, you probably do have an auto sum button on your spreadsheet, even if you're not using Excel. It looks like this. It looks like a kind of zigzag E shape. But if you don't have an auto sum button, there is another way to do it. So what you could do, I'm going to delete that cell, just pressing the delete key, and then I'll type equals sum, and then type an open bracket, then select all of the values that I want to add up, and then type a close bracket and press enter. Okay, so this tells me that if I add up all of the numbers from 8 to 200, that gives me my total, and I'm going to make that bold just to make it stand out. Okay, so now let's think about a slightly more complicated number sequence. So instead of adding a particular number each time, I'm going to multiply by a particular number. Let's do a number which doubles each time. So I'll start off with 1, and then I'm going to type equals and click on the first number times 2. Okay, copy, paste it. Okay, now I could use a number sequence like this to answer a question, like if I start with 1 and double each time, how long does it take for me to get over 1 million? Well, if I look down this list, I can see there's 838. Oh no, sorry, that's 830. That's 8 million. So I've gone a bit too far. This is actually the first number above 1 million. So this is less than 1,524,000. This is more than 1 million. 48,576. So if the question was how many times do I have to double 1 to get above 1 million? Well, that's the first doubling. So I actually have to go from here down to here. So I've gone from row 2 to row 21. So if I subtract those, that means that I've had to double 20 times. It's 20 times because I'm including row 21. So what's a better way to explain that? You can even count them. So that's double once, double twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and the 20th value is the one that goes over 1 million. Okay, so although this is a really simple thing to do with a spreadsheet, there are lots of interesting maths problems that you can solve using this method. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a couple of maths problems to try to solve using whatever spreadsheet you have available.